This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Jayden. I'm 20 years old and I live in Bakersfield, California. Right now, me, my younger brother, and my mom are all renting a house.
My mom has 4 sons. We are all 4 years apart, starting with Justin, then Jayden, me, and my younger brother, Ryder.
Jayden is athletic, energetic, very compassionate. And when Jayden was a child and still as a young adult, he wanted to be a firefighter.
What interests me about being a firefighter is the fact that you get to help people, save buildings, and mainly you get to stay physical.
I think Jayden wants to be a firefighter because he's always been a little firebug. He's just always been an adrenaline junkie.
Being a first responder would be a great job for Jayden, but I don't think he'll be a great first responder being on fentanyl.
Most of the pills I take are fentanyl-laced.
Bakersfield is an epicenter of drug addiction.
We're located about 4 hours from the Mexico border.
And it's right in the middle of all these major cities.
Jayden's fentanyl usage is all day until he runs out of money.
He also sells drugs to support his addiction.
How many did you need? 2?
And his addiction has put him in multiple sketchy situations.
Jayden has been robbed at gunpoint.
He's done jail time.
He's crashed cars. He's gotten a DUI.
He's overdosed 2 or 3 times. He just overdosed this past Thanksgiving. Jayden was born in Bakersfield, California. He was just very chill, and he was just the best baby ever. Jayden's father and I split up when he was about 2. But he never cried, he was always happy, everything was great.
But when Jayden was 4, one moment changed his life forever.
One day, Jayden was left unattended and happened to find a lighter.
I had it under my shirt. It kept going. And didn't realize I was only pressing the gas. Finally, when I figured it out, I went like that. And I went because of all the gas under my shirt.
I heard him screaming and screaming, so I ran out to the patio and his shirt was on fire. It was ash. Over 35% of his body was burned.
He had 3rd-degree burns all across his chest, down his torso, and some on his hands.
This is mainly where I was burned, right here. And right here. There was a plastic eagle on the shirt, and it made the burns a little bit worse because the plastic kind of melted to my skin, and the doctors kind of had to scrub it off.
And I was in the hall, and I could hear him screaming. And I just remember praying, just sitting there praying. I didn't know what to do. I felt like a piece of crap. I felt so guilty about it.
I don't really remember anything from life before the fire. It was like being born when I was burned.
Over the next few months, Jayden's in and out of the hospital to have different skin graft surgeries. And it was pretty rough for a little while.
Jayden loved going to those burn camps, and he went every year.
I was Jayden's counselor, and I've been a firefighter for the last 10 years. And for about 9 years of that, I've been volunteering as a camp counselor for the camp. The purpose of a burn camp is to help burn survivors become more social and outgoing and help heal the emotional scars that come with burn injuries.
I enjoyed the camp because there was lots of things to do, and you weren't so busy thinking about, your scars or what everyone thinks about you.
Then one day, things changed.
After my prescription ran out, I started buying pills off the street.
That was when his personality began to change, and we began to drift apart because he was high all the time.
Then, when I was 18, I aged out of actually being a camper It kind of made me sad because that was the only place that I could actually like really be a kid and be myself.
Then recently he met a girl from our town and he was into her for sure.
We were pretty close. We pretty much told each other like everything.
Jayden seemed really close with his girlfriend and they enjoyed their time together, but the highlight of both of their days was getting high together.
One night, he was at a party with his girlfriend, and they were all pretty messed up.
Jayden told me he woke up to her having an overdose.
So Jayden put her in the car to drive her to the hospital to try to get some help.
I ended up getting pulled over because I'm driving too fast. I just told him my girlfriend's in the backseat dying. That's all I remember from there. When I woke up in the drunk tank, the arresting officer had told me the girl that I was driving didn't make it. So that's that. And then the cops gave me my blood test, and fentanyl was in my system. That kind of shocked me. I was taking fentanyl with laced pills without even realizing it.
After Jayden's girlfriend had passed, he started to use it knowingly.
I've told Jayden over and over not to use fentanyl or any other thing in the house because he's just putting his brother's life in danger too. But mostly I'm just afraid of finding him dead.
I just smoked a lot. This is actually one of the parks that my friend had got shot at and died.
My relationship with Jayden has changed from being a brother to being kind of like a father figure to him. I'm always trying to motivate him and encourage him to get his life back on track, and it's just, he has no care for it.
I'm at Wilson Park.
Oh, give me like 10 minutes.
All right, let me know when you're on the way.
When Jayden sets up drug deals in front of me, it makes me angry. You don't always know who could be pulling up. He's told me stories about him being held at gunpoint. It scares me because if this person has a gun, I would assume he's ready to use it.
Talk to me first about Jayden's childhood.
His childhood was pretty rough. He got burned. I'm sure you heard about that already. I don't even like talking about it. It's so.
I know that was horrific for all of y'all. I know.
It's hard to talk about. After the burn incident, I was using drugs too. Yeah. Around 2005, after Jayden was in a burn accident and Raymond was born, I didn't think I could handle it. So I started using methamphetamine pretty heavily. I actually was injecting it. I was addicted for about 3.5 years. I checked into a inpatient program, and I currently don't use any drugs.
Do they know that when they were young, for several years, you were doing meth? Do they know that?
I've never actually sat down and told them. And I didn't use it in front of him. I didn't do.
Right.
I usually left the house to do it. I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I was gone. I would leave.
Were there times when you left for a long time?
There was a time that I did leave my kids. This is way later.
Okay.
I left them with my mom for about 6 months.
My mom would disappear and wouldn't return none of our calls, wouldn't answer none of our calls.
When she would leave, I didn't really know where she was going, so that's probably what worried me the most.
We need to know about the addiction in the family.
Well, this is something that you guys might not even know. I don't know if you guys know. I went to rehab when you were a baby. I was intravenously using methamphetamine, and I'm also drinking a little too much.
All right, that's good. That's being honest.
Hello.
Sylvia, Jayden will be here in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's good to see you, dude.
Wow.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Dear Jayden, I'm here today because I'm very concerned for you and your well-being. I love and care for you very much. When I started to see a decline in your health, I got worried sick.
Jayden, I want you to know that I am sincerely sorry for all the things that I have done or bad decisions I made that may have caused you pain.
Take advantage of this opportunity and take control of your life back. Stop allowing your addiction to rob you of your love for yourself and the goals you have. Please go get sober for yourself.
Jayden, can we take you to treatment today? Is that a yes? Yes, yay! Oh my goodness.
I love you.
Good. Jayden is my little brother, and he inspires me already. And today was just a huge relief for him to say yes and just accept the help that's been offered to him, and I'm just really proud of him for that.
Hello.
Jayden.
Hi.
Welcome to Pinnacle Peak Recovery.
Today marks my first day being sober. The last time I was clean and sober was 4 years ago, and I just feel a lot more energized. I can actually do things with a clear state of mind and find the joy of doing those things and then not just be numb to every situation.
How's it been?
It's been going good. Just learning a lot about myself. Patrick supporting me now and knowing that someone outside of my family cares a lot about me and what I was going through, am still going through. It really means the world to me. Thank you for, supporting me and stuff.
Hey, you're never alone.